Ever wondered who pioneered the struggle for the rights of women and lower castes in India? Well, let me introduce you to a man of great courage and vision, Mahatma Jyotiba Phule. Born in the year of 1827, Phule hailed from the bustling city of Pune, nestled in the heart of Maharashtra, India. A thinker, a social reformer, and a staunch anti-caste social activist, Phule was a man far ahead of his time. His life was not a walk in the park. Rather, it was a journey filled with challenges and hardships, but also marked by groundbreaking achievements. His vision was clear: to uplift the downtrodden, to empower the weak, and to challenge the unjust norms of society. He was a beacon of hope for those shrouded in the darkness of caste discrimination and gender inequality. His life and works serve as a testament to his indomitable spirit and unwavering determination. So who was this man who dared to challenge the norms of his time? Born into a family of gardeners, Jyotiba Phule's journey was far from ordinary. His early life in the 19th century, Maharashtra, was one of humble beginnings. A son of a low-caste gardener, Phule was exposed to the harsh realities of the caste system from an early age. At 13, Jyotiba married Savitribai Phule, a woman of great integrity who would later become his strongest ally in his fight against social injustice. Their marriage was more than a union of two souls. It was a partnership dedicated to the cause of social reform. One incident from these early years stands out as a turning point in Phule's life. A friend's wedding where Phule was humiliated and thrown out for being of a lower caste forced him to question the unjust caste system. This event sparked a fire in him, a fire that would fuel his lifelong fight against social inequality. Unlike most men of his time, Phule did not believe in the confinement of knowledge to the upper castes. He decided to educate himself, breaking the shackles of traditional societal norms. But his thirst for knowledge did not stop at personal gain. Armed with knowledge and a strong will, Phule set out to challenge the caste system. Mahatma Jyotiba Phule was not a man to sit on the sidelines. He was a man of action who recognized the power of education as the primary tool for social reform. He understood that the caste system was deeply entrenched in society and that change could only come through empowering those who had been marginalized for centuries. Phule's fight for equality began with a particular focus on education for girls and lower caste individuals. He recognized that it was these groups who were most disadvantaged by the caste system. His belief was simple yet revolutionary for the time. All individuals, regardless of their caste or gender, had the right to education. In a bold move, Phule, along with his wife Savitribai, established the first girls' school in India in the year 1848. This was at a time when the idea of educating girls was not just frowned upon, but actively discouraged. Yet, Phule defied societal norms and faced severe backlash, all in the name of equality. But Phule's fight didn't stop at education for girls. He extended his efforts to the lower caste communities, who were denied educational opportunities due to their caste status. He initiated several programs to provide education to these marginalized communities, helping them break free from the shackles of oppression and ignorance. But let's be clear, Phule's efforts were not just about education. Education was the tool, the means to an end. The real fight was against the caste system, a system that had entrenched inequality and discrimination in Indian society for centuries. By promoting education for all, Phule was directly challenging this oppressive system. Through his actions, Phule sent a clear message. Knowledge is power, and education is the key to equality. His fight was not just for the right to education, but for the right to dignity, respect, and a life free from discrimination. Phule's efforts were not just about education. They were a direct challenge to the oppressive caste system. Phule's fight for social equality went beyond education. He was a beacon of hope for the downtrodden, a tireless advocate against untouchability and the caste system. His life was a living testament to the belief that all men and women are born equal, and he spent his days fighting against the injustices that belied this fundamental truth. Beyond the classrooms and schools he established, Phule embarked on a broader mission to dismantle the oppressive social structures of his time. He recognized that education was only a part of the solution, and that true equality could only be achieved by challenging societal norms and attitudes. To this end, Phule founded the Satyashodak Samaj, which translates to the Society of Truth Seekers. This was not merely a community, but a movement, a call to arms for those who believed in a world where caste and creed did not define one's worth. The Satyashodak Samaj sought to promote equal rights for all, regardless of their caste or gender. The seeds sown by Jyotiba Phule have grown into a tree of social reform in India. This extraordinary man, an icon of resistance and change, left an indelible mark on Indian society that is still visible today. Phule's relentless fight against caste-based discrimination and his advocacy for women's rights have inspired countless generations. His efforts led to the birth of a new consciousness, a new understanding of human dignity, and the fundamental right to equality. This consciousness continues to shape India's fight against social discrimination and gender inequality. Phule's work was not confined to his era. His principles of equality and justice became the cornerstone for later social reformers and leaders. His influence transcended his lifetime, inspiring figures like Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, the architect of the Indian Constitution. Ambedkar, himself a victim of caste-based discrimination, drew heavily from Phule's philosophy. He used it as a guiding light, a beacon in his endeavor to enshrine equality and social justice in the Indian Constitution. Jyotiba Phule's impact is not only seen in the realm of social reform, but also in education. He was a pioneer in advocating for the right to education for all, irrespective of caste or gender. This principle is now deeply ingrained in Indian society, shaping its educational policies and practices. Phule's work has also had a profound impact on literature. His writings, which boldly questioned the prevailing social norms, have inspired countless authors and poets. They continue to serve as a powerful tool for social commentary and critique, keeping the spirit of Phule's reform alive. In essence, Jyotiba Phule's impact on Indian society is immeasurable. His work continues to inspire, challenge, and shape the course of social reform in India. His principles of equality, justice, and the right to education have become the pillars of modern Indian society. Phule's legacy is a testament to the power of one individual's determination to challenge the status quo and fight for social justice. His life and work remind us that change is possible, that a single voice can echo through the ages, inspiring millions to strive for a better, more equitable world. Mahatma Jyotiba Phule, a beacon of social reform in India, left an indelible mark on the nation's history. From an early age, he challenged the status quo, daring to question the societal norms that were deeply entrenched in the fabric of India. His fight for social equality was not a mere battle, it was a revolution that sparked a wave of change. Phule's initiatives, like the first school for girls and the Satyashodak Samaj, shattered the glass ceilings of caste and gender discrimination. His life was a testament to the power of education and the strength of conviction. The ripple effects of his work are still felt today. His legacy continues to inspire us, reminding us of the importance of education, social justice, and equality. His life's work serves as a blueprint for the ongoing struggle against social discrimination. Remembering Phule is not just about honoring the past, it is about continuing his fight for a more equitable and just society.